Today is a normal day for the common octopus as it wanders the seabed in search of prey. Oh look, it seems to have found a sea snail, one of its favorite foods. But it must be careful because lurking nearby is its own predator, the Pyjama shark. Sharks can go a long time without food, but it must eventually hunt or else face exhaustion from starvation.
Eek.
Anything could happen in this tense kelp forest. In Kelp Shark vs. Octopus, you either play as the shark or the octopus in a head-to-head asymmetric battle. The octopus starts as a hidden tile, and you play cards to swap or shuffle tiles, to add new trap tiles, to add new cards to your deck, or eat food to get one-time abilities. If you eat all 4 food, then you win. The trick here is that to play for most cards, you need to reveal hidden tiles as a cost, which allows the shark to hone in on your hiding spot.
As the shark, you draw dice from a bag, rolling and placing them on the map. Blue dice are currents, letting you move farther. Yellow dice let you search a spot. And red dice let you strike if the dice number is higher than the zone. You can also store these dice as energy, which lets you buy cards to put more dice in your bag and give you a one-time ability. But you have to be efficient because you'll get hungrier over time. When you have 7 dice on your hunger track, you lose the game.
If the shark sharks the octopus, there's one last confrontation. Both the shark and octopus choose one of 3 cards, and only if they match does the shark catch the octopus and win. If the octopus escapes, then the matching card pair is removed from the game and the shark must strike the octopus again. However, on the second confrontation, there's a 50-50 chance of the shark winning. And the third confrontation is a guaranteed meal for the shark.
The asymmetry of this game is so brilliant. The shark and the octopus each have their own mini game, but they interact on the map. So just like any asymmetric game, it's a little bit more difficult to learn in the beginning, but the later games turn out to be really strategic. As the octopus, you can't just ignore the other person because the best turns are when you get to greed for more food and still make it out unscathed.
Starting with the octopus, the tiles are just so fun to touch. There's a wavy ripple design on the back, and the blockiness of the mahjong tiles makes it really fun to move around. With the deck building minigame, however, there's only 16 cards for you to actually add. However, there's a big strategic depth into them. Do you go for food to get early advantages? Or maybe you stack your deck with shuffles and escapes so that the shark has to keep guessing for longer? Or which tiles do you reveal so that maybe you can try to get the shark into a trap? You always have to think 3 turns ahead to make the best of your moves.
And the shark isn't easy either. With the bag building mechanic and the dice pips, there's a little bit more randomness to playing the shark. But there are ways to mitigate it, like the one-time ability cards you can buy. And these cards add dice to your bag, which skews the probability in your favor. So if you're trying to close out the game, maybe add a couple more red dice so you can guarantee to strike the octopus when you know where it is. Let's not forget that the shark cannot move backwards, so the shark can try to set up currents to eliminate its blind spots, while the octopus can try to find a safe haven for one more turn. I actually found that the shark movement isn't really that easy or intuitive to read on the map. So you really need to play each role at least once, maybe even twice, so you get to really play the opponent rather than just the game. And those are super satisfying when you actually guess correctly.
I think my favorite turn was when I could boldly reveal the octopus so that it could eat 2 food in the same turn, just because I knew that you only have 1 red dice left in your bag.
I don't know, man. I still won that game though.
That's true. Okay, so the confrontation when the shark strikes the octopus is interesting. It's a rock, paper, scissors game, but each option has a unique escape action for the octopus. Some cards might be more useful than others depending on the situation, but the shark would know that too. So do you play the card that's good for you? Or do you play the card that they think you wouldn't play?
Or just choose your favorite color?
Yeah, or you can do that. Definitely not salty about that one.
What I love about this game is the board and the art. We love oceans and marine biology, so kelp already caught our eye. But the board really does make you feel like you're in a kelp forest, especially with the shark mini looming above. There are dedicated markings for both the shark and the octopus, and even a more advanced night map to change things up.
Which, by the way, we have the deluxe edition of Kelp. This comes with embroidered bags, translucent dice, and this absolutely stunning octopus mini to hold your metal hand-sized coin. Which, to be clear, is totally unnecessary. Now, when the game starts to get samey, there are 2 expansions to shake things up. New Pursuits is a mini expansion which adds bonus objectives to achieve during the game. These objectives are hard and usually require you to sacrifice something, like have all tiles revealed as the octopus. Excuse me?
But the rewards can be worth it. These are powerful swings that can change the entire flow of the game. But I guess we didn't really like this because we thought the objectives were too hard to achieve and a little too risky to aim for.
Maybe we're just bad at this game.
The better expansion is the Brilliant Behaviors expansion. It has 6 modules that you can add in whatever combination you like. Some of these benefit the octopus, some for the shark, but some are just neutral.
For example, the coconut module makes it harder for the shark to attack that particular tile. But there's no guarantee that the octopus is actually under there. All these mind games are definitely my favorite part of Kelp.
The variety of these modules really change how the game feels, and can even be a good way to balance the game if the skill levels are really different. The best part is that the balance doesn't feel artificial nor explicit. You don't just start with less victory points. You just have more information to consider or more ways to strategize compared to your opponent.
We think Kelp vs. Octopus is one of those rare games where the theme matches the gameplay so well. Playing the octopus feels so sneaky while tricking the shark is always so satisfying.
But playing as the shark, planning your future turns, bending luck to your will, and giving the octopus no room for escape feels equally satisfying.
Overall, we think this game is quite well balanced, although it does depend on the players. And again, asymmetric games typically have a steep learning curve, so it might not even be for your group.
That's true.
Even though we're both familiar with all the mechanics, games took about an hour to play, and that's an hour with so much thinking and strategizing.
Yeah.
When you've gotten your fill of crabs and sea snails, you should consider getting the Brilliant Behaviors expansion, because the variety it adds really makes the game feel different.
And even if you don't, well, we still think adding kelp to your board game shelf is a great idea.
But wouldn't your board games get wet and soggy, like from the kelp?